Hello and welcome to grim Pole Dark Times. In Pole Dark Times, ladderways like this was the only means of access for the miners. This ladderway is 168 foot long and it takes just over 10 minutes to climb down it. Some of the miners were working up to 500 feet and more below the surface, so you can imagine how long it must have took for them to get down. As we descend the ladderway, we have to remember that the old miners only had candles for their lights. The wind would blow them out from time to time, so they would have to relight them. The candles were held onto their helmets by clay that was picked up at the bottom of the mines, formed from ochre and hematite that's found naturally in the rock. Here we are 10 minutes on down at the bottom of the ladderway, and we all need a little bit of a rest. Miners' candles were tallow candles, who were made out of animal fats, mainly from beef. Things were so hard in Pole Dark Times that the miners often used to have to resort to eating the candles. When the mine owners got wind of this, they started poisoning the candles to make the miners ill. Here we are in an empty gunnis of a stope. We're going to traverse the stope with safety harnesses on, attached to the chains that lead over to a ladderway into some other old workings. I doubt in the old days there would have even been a chain there, and the workers would have just had to struggle across to get up to the ladder. This stope is where the tin and copper has been removed. These huge voids aren't natural, they're completely man-made. It was common to use wooden platforms in old mine workings. The miners would even break rock from them. This platform stained with langanite or copper sulfate. It makes the most amazing blue. For obvious reasons we're using safety harnesses, as below these planks is about a 100-foot drop. The blue copper langanite staining in this tunnel is absolutely beautiful and would have took well over 150 years to form. Apart from the obvious dangers you can see in this mine, there's many other hidden ones. Many of the tunnels in mines are actually false floors. They may have mud over them, but the timber that holds them up can well be rotten, so it's very easy to fall through some of these. It is always important to go underground with someone who knows what they're doing, or someone who's worked in a mine before. Air is also an unforeseen danger. Due to the capping and blocking of many of the workings, some of the air can't circulate, so the air just gets bad and stale, with little or no oxygen, which can only result in disaster. Me, I thought it'd be a good idea. The timbers you can see are called stalls. They're used to prop bag ground from the hanging wall, or sometimes actually to support the hanging wall from collapsing into the stope. Many of these are often as good as the day they were put in, especially if copper's been running over them, because it tends to impregnate the wood and the wood turns as hard as iron. Here we go, chain ladder to climb. Chain ladders are used in modern mines a lot for access points to stopes. There is a knack of climbing them, and carrying equipment down them is very difficult. We have had a great day today, but we're absolutely exhausted. I can't imagine what it was like working down here 10 hours to have to climb out to go home. No wonder so many people used to die falling off ladders and that in old mines. And it wasn't until the 1860s that the man engine became an alternative to going up and down ladders, and this made the miner's life a lot easier. Well, that's the lot for this adventure. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you can join me again soon.